Hello, Scorpios. Welcome. All right, Scorpio, February 2026. What do we have for Scorpio? Let's see, February 2026. Already, Scorpio? I feel like you guys are like hating the cold, hating the dullness of winter. You guys thrive under warmth and heat, guys, and you're already going through it. You're already not liking it. All right, let me see. February 2026. Let's see. What do we got for Scorpio? Scorpio, let me see. Okay, Scorpio, I feel like you've been moving a little slower. Okay. And it kind of relates back to what I was saying a couple seconds ago about the cold and you guys thrive under the heat. I feel like the cold's kind of freezing you up a little bit, this season of winter that we're in here, especially if you're in the what is it, the upper hemisphere? I don't know, guys. Okay. I'm not geographically knowledgeable, but I think that definitely for those of you who are going through winter, which I think is the majority of the Scorpios listening, you're not having the best time. Okay. The cold's kind of slowing you down a little bit. And I think it's slowing you down in I guess your progress, or I'm trying to think of the word here, your motivation, that's what I'm looking for. Your motivation to get up, to do things, to take care of yourself, to take care of, your house or your relationships, your life. Like I just feel like we're just kind of in this point of almost like hibernation. Okay. We're like, I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to go. I don't want to do these things. But I think you need to, okay? I really think you need to, and I feel like too for you guys, a lot of things coming up for me is heavy on, like, the physical aspect of your motivation and, like, moving where it's like legitimate movement, okay? Like, working out, walking, just moving your body, I feel is something that you guys have really been struggling with, and that can be hard. That can be hard to, kinda get back into the rhythm of things and to start moving and grooving and to start, warming yourself up and picking up the pace. But, if you think about it, if you're cold and you're sitting here cold, sitting still isn't gonna do anything. It's not gonna warm you up. What do they say? Like, get up, start moving, start walking, do your jumping jacks, just start jumping up and down in the air, right? That is going to start pumping your blood. It's gonna start warming you up and moving you. But I think that this is also in connection to your mind. Okay. If we're not moving and we're not getting our blood flowing and getting stuff, moving throughout our bodies, it can also slow us down mentally and slow us down, with our mind. And I feel that. I feel that for you guys, Scorpio, where that's happening this month. You guys are kind of at this point of, just kind of like freezing. You're kind of freezing, and the blood's a little slow to go and to pump, especially to your brain, to your mind, and that's something that we gotta kind of fix. We gotta kind of reverse here, and um, I think getting up and moving, and especially too, focusing on, that physical movement for you guys is going to help wake up your mind. And also too, I don't know. I see, with your mind, like you got to kind of work that out too. It's like a muscle. Like I don't know. I don't know if people have said this. Like your brain's kind of like a muscle, but that's the vibe that I'm getting here with this reading. Is like we need to start doing things to wake it up, to activate your mind, activate that movement and that energy. And I see you guys too kind of doing puzzles or like brain teasers, certain things to just really start to amp it up and kick it up in high gear where it's like, the word searches. I don't know if you guys are like fan of Wordle. I do Wordle. I've actually kind of fallen off, but I love Wordle and the connections, like all the New York Times, they have that app where you can go in and do all of those like different brain teasers and there's spelling, there's Sudoku, however you say it. There's tons of things that we could be doing that don't require a lot of physical effort and physical movement, but it's enough to like jog your brain and to wake your brain up and to still kind of keep your mind sharp here. And I think that that's something you guys need to be focusing a little bit more on, honestly, right now at this current moment. Um, I think that, we need to be a little bit greedy too and a little selfish in our thinking here about showing up for ourselves and being there for ourselves and, taking things that you need to help yourself. So, if you guys lately, Scorpio, have been kinda overextending yourself a bit. It's funny, like, I feel like I'm contradicting myself, guys, where I'm saying, "You guys aren't really moving, you're not really getting up," but then you're, kinda doing too much, you're overextending yourself and, for other people. Like, I see you doing both. I see you kind of showing up and being there for others, but not for yourself, and we gotta check that. We gotta fix that a little bit, Show up for yourself, be there for yourself. Like, if you are sitting here and you're like, "I only have enough energy to go out and help my friend or to go out and help my family or do these things. Like, I don't have enough energy to pour into myself and, like, get my mind moving and wake up and take care of myself and do these things." Don't go help those people. Okay? Be selfish. Be selfish. Don't go out and spend your energy on other people. Like, you are your main priority. You have to take care of yourself because once you start taking care of yourself, then you're going to have extra energy. Then you're going to have more availability and movement and momentum to be helping others. But, you guys are kind of burning yourselves out where, like, you're not feeding that towards yourself and you're not being greedy and you're not taking that, for you, and you're being, like, way overly compassionate here and giving it out to other people, that you have none left for yourself. Okay. Your pot's empty, your cup's dry. There isn't anything, left for you guys to be putting into your self care. So, be careful with that. Be careful with that, Scorpio. We want to make sure that, you're being taken care of first. You are a priority. Then the other people come in. Then the other situations can take off, right? And you guys are going to be able to take care of others more or show up and be more available, because if you're burning yourself out, you're not going to have enough to give back to you, right? So we want to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves first. It's kind of like when you're on a plane. If you've ever been on a plane and the flight attendant does the whole safety check and they tell you, okay, you guys all have your oxygen masks and they will drop down in front of you. Please make sure that you're putting on your own oxygen mask before you are going and assisting this person next to you or somebody else putting their mask on. And they tell you that because if you are not able to help yourself and to put on your oxygen mask first, you run out of air trying to save somebody else, then you're a patient, then you're a problem. So, you know, you need to make sure that you're taking care of yourself and then we can take care of other people. But, you have options available to you of, again, of caring for yourself and, making yourself a priority. Like, I think, those brain teasers are an option, or just doing things that you guys know makes you feel good or makes you feel, energized. And I think that you kind of got to force yourself a little bit, force yourself to get up. If you guys don't want to be movement people and gym people, even that movement of getting up and changing your location, changing your scenery, going out to the coffee shop to work, or going out to lunch instead of, sitting at home and making lunch, whatever it is that you guys can kind of do to shake up your day and to shake up your current, repetitive, stagnant cycle. It's really gonna help you. It's really going to help boost your energy, boost your feelings, your mentality, like everything. I think everything is just going to get almost like a speed boost, and it's like you're just gonna have such a smoother month if you're really able to focus on yourself and prioritize yourself here. So, make sure we're doing that. Make sure that, we're moving and we're not stuck. We're not stuck and stagnant, and you'll be able to give not only to yourself, but to others also. And I think that it's something too, Scorpio, that you guys really are really good at and something you really want to do. I don't know. I mean, from what I've heard sometimes, I think I've heard, and experience some Scorpios, maybe they have like a little bit more of a selfish tendency, but I really feel like you guys want to be there for others. You care about the people in your life. You love the people in your life. You want to show up for those, who are there for you. And that's great and that's beautiful. But make sure that we're taking care of ourselves along the way, Make sure that you're really taking care of yourself as much as you would want, your family to take care of themselves and their friends, to take care of themselves as well. Make sure you're showing up for you because you are important and you matter as well. And I think February is going to be good. I think it's going to, you're going to start defrosting. Okay. We're coming out of hibernation. The spring is just around the corner. March is going to be so lovely and so great. And I think that this is a good thing. We kind of need to wake up. We kind of need to defrost a little bit here. And I wish you guys good luck with that.